10 at the 38. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second down, here's Mixon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth. They'll run with Mixon. He will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Denied on fourth down is Joe Mixon. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
Is a turnover on downs.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
There he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for them.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Intercepted.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they? As surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw in going to be incomplete.
Intended for George Kittle. Incomplete.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt.
Formation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jones picking it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Rodgers. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Getting 4 down to the 36.
21, the ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 30.
He was brought down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the 1st down
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
28-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Wilson. Going up top. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play call's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. With a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. They go play action with Wilson. And is Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Wilson eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And it's caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
1st and goal.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Broncos 28, Ravens nothing. Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it's 3rd down.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete.
Rodgers.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's third down.
And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on third and a yard. Rodgers again now. He's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jordan Brooks, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and 16. Up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Rodgers. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Broncos on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And there's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So Raven, first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
At the Broncos' 26-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going to slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pulls it in at the 13. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Wilson on 3rd down. Pressure too much. Down he goes. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain.
It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rodgers. And now here's another interception. Davis with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st down and goal at the 3-yard line.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Broncos, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.